we pay with our sweat for grams of muscle. Every gram of muscle has a price of a certain amount of sweat. And that exchange rate is constantly evolving and changing, just like the world markets. Sweat is a currency, baby. Woo! I just came up with that shit. That's sexy. What's up, bros? I just got called in to work again. I was actually called in last night in the middle of the night. So I've already been up since 3, and it's 1 o'clock, and I got to be at work again tonight at 10. And unfortunately, I've been chilling since I got home from work today. I went and got some groceries and stuff, but anyways, so I hadn't done my cardio yet, but I can do that tonight at work on the recumbent bike, because if I go do that now, that's just more time than I'm going to be awake, and I need some sleep to recover, because I didn't get too much sleep yesterday because I got called in and fell asleep late. But anyways, so also triceps. They're sore, so I don't know that I'm going to isolate triceps today. You can see, like, that's painful. That's literally painful. And that's painful. That's not just sore. I mean, that's actual pain. Probably about a 2 or a 3 out of 10, but it's still pain. So it should be, I'm hoping it's fine it's going to be fine at least for push-ups. But I don't know if I need to isolate them. Maybe I will. We'll see how they're feeling after I get some blood flowing. But we're going to do a nice, quick, but effective and hard, our good push-up based chest day. And we got these, so we're going to bust these out today and use these. The first set we're going to do like we always do, because I want to keep that consistent to measure progress. And but then for the rest of them, we're going to use these both. Well, if we can, I don't know if I'll be able to use them. Maybe not. At least for knees. Then we're going to do knees with these. There we go. We'll do regular. So I'm 460 pounds. So this is creating a deficit. That's a lot of weight. That's like, you don't want to, you wouldn't want to do deficits in anything. With a lot of, I don't know. We'll see how they feel. But at the very least, we're going to do a bunch of knee push-ups with these for deep. Then we're going to do some wides for like flying. And because I don't know if I'm even going to mess with the bench and flies. I just want to crank this workout out, take a shower, eat something, and then try and get some sleep. So life happens, called into work. You got to do it. So, I didn't have to. I could have said no, but, then my manager had to cover it, and they do enough shit, so whatever. So that's the story. Real quick, because I've spaced it out a little bit, but the number 5 that y'all chose, my mental state, motivation, all that. Motivation. Let's see, I think a scale out of a 10 is good. Still 10 out of 10. Obviously we just started working out again, and I'm still motivated overall. Now that I'm, and I got had my little emo fat boy moment. So motivation still 10 out of 10. Mental state, great. I'm flipping back into keto. I think I'm definitely running on some ketones, and I'm flipping in keto, but I think I got a few more days till I'm in that, what I call deep fasting and deep keto state. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I don't know how to articulate what that means. I just know what it means. I know how it feels like because I've done so much fasting. And one of these days I'll try and quantify that and explain it. But anyways, sleep. Last night's not the best example because I got called in to work, so I didn't get too much sleep. But sleep's been better. When I first started this back in November, and then for a few months I was having issues because when I was being sore, I would wake up every 30 minutes, an hour. But then the electrolytes, but that's the kettlebell swings. And so many different things just clicked all at once in that moment when I started doing the kettlebell swings as a warm-up, or in that instance, it was like a 30-day challenge where I did them every day. But now I've just continued doing them as a warm-up, along with the electrolytes, and ironically upping the protein when I went to a high-protein ketovore. Since I've done that, I've been sleeping pretty damn good. But before that, I was having really hard time sleeping. But so sleep's fine, mental fine, motivation fucking A. And I think that was it. I did have a protein shake at work because I actually fell asleep before I got in my last protein. So I was at like 280 grams of protein when I fell asleep. Or I was at like because I was at like 220 grams of protein when I fell asleep. So I had another like 60 gram 2.5 scoops at work. So that was at 3:30 in the morning. So it's 1 o'clock. And then, so this will be a weird one where it's like 2 12-hour fasts basically instead of, but yeah, so I'm going to do this workout and I'll just show you. I'll probably just have I'll have my protein shake and then I'm probably just going to have my cottage cheese and it's basically the same thing I had yesterday just because I don't have to cook anything and I just want to get this out of the way. And then I'll eat some good food tonight at work after cardio. So on my break. And so yeah, beyond that, let's just get into it. So this is more of just a workout focus. Like I said, I had something else planned, but we'll save that for next chest day. Or y'all are still gonna like back day. Even if they ask, I'm excited to go do these pull-ups with the band. So I mean, I'm thinking about that, literally daydreaming about it. And which yesterday we had our hybrid back and leg day, leg back day. So I'm moving forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have Sundays, instead of being Sundays leg day, Wednesdays back day, it's going to be Sunday leg day with auxiliary back day. And then Wednesdays is going to be a back day with auxiliary leg day. So that way I'm hitting my back and my quads twice a week. And the biceps, if I remember, I want to also do just 2 or 3 sets, call them feeders, call them whatever, just, a few AMRAPs, just enough to get a good pump and work them on leg days as well. And then that way I'm hitting biceps twice a week. I'm already hitting chest, shoulders, triceps twice a week. Hell, I probably could even throw in another, just a few feeler sets of lateral raises at some point too, because they recover so fast. But and then hamstrings also, I'm going to start doing more RDLs. So that's going to be hamstrings twice on leg day and back day. And stiff-legged, I want to get back to doing some cardio deadlifts on back days. Even just 2 or 3 sets where I'm just doing like 20 to 50 reps of deadlifts. Basically until my cardio, it's not my muscles that give out, it's the cardio that gives out. I just gas out, doing 20 or 30 deadlifts. But that's why I call them cardio deadlifts, because that's what they are. Just doing 200 pound. Well, now it'd be 200 pound deadlifts. Used to it was 160. Now my max I can put on the bar is 200. Actually, I can probably go higher than 210. But that's the easiest way to load the bar. So 210 pounds. And of course, right on cue, I got my electrolytes shit. Fuck. Of course, first things first, gotta warm up with the kettlebells. That is one of my secret hacks. If I become known for one thing, well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that works for everybody, but I know for me, that's one of I just don't know how to explain it. I've tried working out without doing it, and with it, it's just completely different. It just does something. It just activates some shit, and I don't know, but I absolutely love it. I think I'll do some jumping jacks too, because my calf's good. I can start jumping again. And okay. No, yeah, but I need to get this out of the way. Hurry up so I can get some sleep. I want to get to sleep before 4 o'clock. All right. Whew, nice little warm up. Just mid thing, just decided to do some singles. Interesting takeaway. Doing running arms, I feel it in my legs immediately, which tells me two hand, I'm using my back a lot more. One hand, feeling it in my hamstrings and my glutes that quick. Whew. I think it's only the second time I've done one hands. Okay. Oh, jump again. Just some quick calf raises. Real quick. Whew. Oh yeah. I like those calf raises. Again, I just did that on the cuff. I swear, I don't know what to say, I'm telling you. Whew. Literally just did those off the cuff. And that's, whew. And the whole purpose of that is real quick, getting now back to the jump training and all that. Yesterday, when I was visiting and talking with the person I was there to see, I'll talk about them whenever they give me permission to. But he's like, I told him about the dunk training, I was showing him the social media and all that. We were talking about the dunk training. He's like, well, if you're wanting to dunk, you know, he's telling me what he used to do for jump, but he's like, when I mentioned, the highest jumpers in the world are a tribe in Africa. And all they do is they do little hops, and then they do one little bigger hop. Of course, these guys are jumping fucking feet. And that's all they do, and they just sit there and do that for a long time. I looked it up, and yeah, forget what they're called. It's just a tribe in Africa. People, and they just sit there like this, then whoop, whoop, and that's all they do to train jump. So why not just do what the best jumpers in the world do? I mean, anyways, so I was saying about that, and that was the same principle, those calf raises. Constant tension, then boop, constant tension, boop, but squeezing it, holding it, boop, boop, hold it, tension, 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 explode. Tension, 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 explode. So, that's the beauty about having an open mind and not caring about, it might be like a structure or all that. That's just my philosophy, that's how I am. I'm in the flow in the moment, which is, you know, it's one of those, the greatest weapon. But anyway, so that's where that comes. It's a very unique, or it's a very good skill, right? Because if you're always looking to just follow what someone else does, you don't try shit like that. And at the end of the day, no one knows you like you do. Everyone's different. You know, so if you're always looking for someone else to show or tell you what to do, you won't innovate yourself. You're cutting yourself half, you're cutting part of your growth potential off. At least that's how I see it. All right. So I'm going to be doing a lot of knee push-ups. I'm definitely going to use the sissy pad. You know, I'm fine. I don't even care. My triceps are fucked. Whew. Whew. I definitely did some damage to them. Wow. Okay. That's funny. That was all butthurt because I thought I did really bad, but I still got 14. I mean, I failed on the 15th, which was my PR, so I thought I didn't count, so I was thinking, for some reason in my head, I thought I only did like 9 or 10, so, but yeah, I mean, that's why I'm all like, well, I don't even care, my triceps hurt, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's all true. So that's the first time I ain't got a PR in months, dude. That's crazy. I did push-ups, but yeah, so I just thought that was funny during the editing, looking at that again. Whew. Whew. So that's definitely not 15. I don't know what it was, but that is A-okay. Whew. You know what? We did our heavy set. It may not be the sexiest thing in the world, but we're just going to bump out deep knee push-ups. Because, yeah, my triceps are hurting, so still want to get our workout in, but put as little amount of pressure on as possible. So we're going to do knee deficit, so we're to really maximize the weight of the knee. Oof, and get some depth. Oh yeah. I like those. I like those. So going to the daily check-in. Energy is definitely a little low. And I think that's just a few different, combined things like I talked about in the beginning. So it's fine. We're going to do what we can. Which I guess I'm not surprised because I'm in that transitioning period. From going from, my little emo fat boy few weeks using glucose and stuff from eating like a pig, a binger, going back into, a deep fasting, deep ketovore using fat's primary source of fuel. My body going after, skin or maybe some defective cells. And I don't care, at the end of the day, if they want to pull an ounce, they want to break down an ounce of muscle somewhere, to repair somewhere else, and that's fine. I've been stating that since the beginning. Unless it stops working, that's my philosophy. But those feel amazing. I like those. I don't see any reason, honestly, for me to even really do much else for chest other than push-ups. Especially now with these things. Why? I think what I will do after 4 more sets. Real quick, y'all, I just want to make a quick point on stuff like this. The reason I leave this stuff like this in when I change my workout, because spoiler alert, I do a lot more than 4 more sets, is to show my mind process and how I evolve in a workout. If you've watched a bunch of my videos, you'll know that this happens a lot. I'll be like, I'm going to do this, and then I end up doing something different. And it's just because I'm going on what feels. I'm a very instinctual, intuitive-based lifter. I always will be. There will never be any change to that. And so my workouts evolve as I just flow. As I learn more, I'll implement and try different things, do different things. And in the moment, in the workout, I go by how I feel. I listen to my body. And yeah, so that's why I leave that in, even though I do more than 4 sets. And I do the crucifix flies, which I'm about to talk about, which if you've never seen those are cool. And those, my chest is very sore today. So, yeah. Push-ups. I think I'll do a set, maybe I'll just do a long burner set of what I call crucifix flies, which is just it's just something I came up with on the fly. Where basically just lay on the ground, arms flat, try not to have any bend, and then it's just a fly like that off the ground, squeezing and pulling with your pecs. Because I didn't have a bench and I wanted to do flies, and that's what I did. And I like it. I call them crucifix flies because you look like you're on a crucifix when you're in the ready position. Now we go wide. Let's try a wide set. See how that feels. Oh. Yeah, that's 3. We're just gonna do 10 sets of these. So that's 3. We got 7 more sets with light rest. So it's looking like 4 to 8 reps. So that's fine. Whew. And I could have flopped today with tomorrow's active recovery / hit / rest day, whatever. But I'm tired of flopping my. I need to get back into a specific Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday split. And so I'm not going to switch anything around unless it's an absolute emergency. Like something happens and I have to work extra or something, one of those times where I'm up like 36, 40 hours. Obviously we got to adjust then, but barring that, all right, now let's try a narrow. Nope, never mind. This is fine. Neutral, and we'll swap between neutral and wide. Yeah, I'm kind of cheating on these. Cheat reps. To get some more volume. So I can't only do so many normal ones right now. Let's integrate some shoulder, but whoo. Sometimes you're just gonna have days like this. But when you're transitioning into that keto, the first week or 2, it can be a little rough. And then if it's your first time going into it, that first 2 or 3 months, as far as working out goes, can be a little rough. But my suspicion is that after this week of workouts and after this Friday and Saturday full rest days, coming back on Sunday leg day, I think my metabolism will be ready to rock and roll and use fats again. And my energy and all that will be juiced up again. Yes, I know that you're supposed to only use fats in zone 2 and all that. I just don't believe that. I think there's more to it than that. I think when you've fasted for a long time, your mitochondria evolve. You can use fats in a more explosive energy source because your body's going to hold on to that glycogen as much as possible for absolute emergencies. And that just based on how I feel, I know the deeper I get into keto, the more I just can do fasted in an explosive manner. Sprints like that, I mean, yeah, I mean, I want to see them do studies on that with a bunch of people like Thomas DeLauer and shit that have been deep in keto for years, who's metabolically fit in a way. I guarantee you the results will be different. I've said this multiple times, but that's just my philosophy on it. Because the same thing happened the last time. Whew, when I got serious, I was felt depleted that first week. And then we were flying. Shit was crazy. All right. Oh, we're gonna fly. No negatives yet. Okay. That's 5. Okay. In the last 2 or 3 sets, we'll do negatives to finish it off. We'll do a couple negative reps at the end of each set. But yeah, we're only taking like 30 to 45 second rest. So I guess it's kind of almost like a rest pause. But yeah, so this may not be the sexiest chest day that you'll ever see on YouTube, but I guarantee you, this shit is effective. Especially when you got all that noob equity like I do. I mean, hell, those motherfuckers in prison get jacked for a reason. They just do that shit for fucking hours a day. Doing a bunch of different variations. Time under tension. You know, that gap in my calf is gone. You remember I had that like gap right here? If you were here, this dent, it's gone. So I don't know if it got filled in. I don't know what the hell happened. Obviously I never had an MRI or anything, but there's no gap in there anymore. My calf is back to its normal sexiness. That's why I'm starting to jump and run and all that. Really happy with how we've rehabbed this. And we came back. I think we're pretty smart with it, disciplined. Because I genuinely enjoy sprinting. Whether you believe that or not, I genuinely enjoy sprinting. Like, I will sprint every week, 2 or 3 times a week, if I can, without overtraining and all that. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go run 100 sprints, but a good like 5 to 20 sprints, depending on the length, a few times a week, absolutely I'd do that. Whew. Okay. This is basically like playing a game of ball or football or whatever. All that stuff's just sprint, rest, sprint, rest. You know, that's what my body's designed for. I'm a sprinter. I get heart palpitations just looking at fucking marathon runners. Motherfuckers is crazy. There's something wrong within your head. You know, motherfuckers running marathons and shit. There's something wrong with y'all, man. Come on, you. Okay. I'm not, you know, one of these last 4, instead of drop set, I just realized, that's a cool, easy mechanical drop set. Doing from normal push-up to raising your ass and kind of shrugging, because then you're integrating some shoulder. That's a mechanical drop set, and it's hitting my delts a little bit, which I forgot to mention. Finish this off, I'm going to do 2 or 3 supersets, front raises, lateral raises, to just to hit and torch my delts for a second time in the week. And this is kind of hitting them, but that'll really hit them. So, But the main goal is I'm trying to hit every muscle twice a week. And I'm not used to that. I've kind of, chest and shoulders I've kind of been doing. But the whole back and legs twice a week, that's new. You know, so that's, I can't be having low calories, I'll tell you that much. Not if I want to keep my energy. They probably should be having closer to 400 grams to 300 grams of protein, to be honest. Probably should drop, let's see. Probably should drop like 20 grams of fat and add. You know, a good 50, at least 50 extra grams of protein. Something like that. Yeah. I don't know, 300 should be enough. I mean, shit. That's 50 grams more than my lean mass. But since I'm trying to build muscle and lose fat at the same time, maybe I should be eating, you know, in the higher range instead of that base 1 pound per lean mass. Maybe I should go north of that. I don't know, I'll think about it. Okay, so 4 more sets on these ones. Like I said, we're gonna do our 4 or 6, whatever we get, and we're gonna mechanically drop set by raising our ass and kind of like shrugging and integrating our shoulders and whatever else. I don't know if that's activating the traps and scapula, or I don't know exactly how the back works. I just know it helps you when your push-ups, which that's another thing. My back is pretty damn sore from yesterday and last back day, so that may be affecting my push-ups as well. Okay. You know what? That's the first week I haven't hit a PR. I'm okay with that. And what, how many months? 3 months I've had a PR every fucking chest day that I've done push-ups. So to finally not have one, that's why I'm sitting here just trying to justify to myself why I'm not hitting a push-up PR. Someone I know would be laughing right now if they were watching this. Okay. Oh, it stopped. Come on. Oh, okay. Oh, whew. You see how that worked? That's cool. Hell yeah. Nice little. I actually got that term mechanical drop set from Sam Sulek. I watched him do that with something on a machine. I don't remember what video it was, but so again, that's part of. You watch, or this is how my philosophy. I watch these different influencers I respect and trust, and I take little pieces. That's what I've been doing really since 2022. And this was just like less than a week ago, I think. I was watching a Sam Sulek video, and he did some kind of whatever, and he called it a mechanical drop set, and it was just him changing the angle. I can't remember what it was. And then so I cemented that in my brain. I converted that idea to mechanical drop set, which is less data, helps you recall stuff. Going back, if you've been here for a while, you know what I mean when I say 4 million versus 4,386,280. What was the first number? Exactly. What was the second number? Exactly. And if you're the one smart ass that actually was able to remember that, good shit. My big ass can't. But I'll remember 1,000,000 4 millions, but I have a hard time remembering fucking one. I can't even remember what I just pulled. 4,386,720. Or it was 80. I remember the last two were 80. But it's all about bits, right? So your brain, you can consciously recall only so much data, and it's just like a drop in the sand compared to where your unconscious is like every beach on the planet worth of sand. That's how strong your unconscious is compared to your conscious. So to consciously recall things, unless you're a superhuman freak, genius, unless you're a superhuman genius, you just reduce things to the lowest common denominator, cement that with the idea, and then you can store that and recall it much easier. I don't know if that makes sense, but 4 million, not 4,327,893. I guarantee you ain't remembering that shit in 5 minutes. But you'll remember 4 million a fucking month from now. If I was like, what was that number in that chest day? 4 million. Now I will tell you a trick. It will surprise yourself. Going back to the brain shit. The one time you may be able to recall that, you'd have to practice smaller. But if you don't think about it, you just 4,368,270. I don't know, that may not be exactly, but I guarantee you that's a mashup of all those numbers I just mentioned. But that's because I wasn't thinking, I was just speaking. And that was my unconscious brain pushing that number out. So I guarantee you that was at least half right. Okay. Hey. Oh, I forgot I was going to do statics. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. You know what I'm realizing yesterday, that rock, the reason why it was so taxing, that's a fucking static hold. It was just a static hold on like my upper body. You know, my arms, holding that rock up like that, that's a static hold. And my core and all that. So that's why I was getting so gassed just standing there holding that big ass rock. That just clicked. So I've been trying to wrap my head around that and figure out why it was so gnarly. And that's why, because even before all that, I sat there and held that thing for a little while. Getting a feel for it. All right, one more set, and then we're going to do, I think 2's fine. 2 supersets of front raises and lateral raises. That's going to be badass when I get to where I can start repping out full push-ups with those. I'd be a little nervous trying them with those right now, just because that's like me trying to, do really deep with a deficit bar, like 2 rep things, and, that's dangerous. At least my understanding, that's how you pull shit, is when you go too heavy on deep flies, or any kind of deep chest, that's when you really are at risk of fucking something up. Actually, you know what? That's 8 or 9. That's 9. You know what? That's 9 sets of this. Because these, let's just get a good set of crucifix flies in. Which is a lot of reps to failure. It takes a while to get to failure with this, I think. Oh wait, no, I got more weight on this than normal. Shit. There we go. All right. So these are what I call crucifix flies. And I'm trying to lift with my chest. I'm visualizing that I'm lifting with my pecs. I'm flexing my pecs and pulling. This also hits the biceps a little bit, which I can really tell and feel because they're sore from yesterday. But that's why I try to keep my arms straight. This is actually good. See, now I'm not feeling it in my bicep because that made me think about it. I was unconsciously using bicep. God, why does it go like that? It just goes from fine to buck off so quick. No. Okay. Oh. Whew. Oh. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right. Delts. Oh, do some delts. I think one of the next geek out moments when I can actually see a chest pump, because I can feel them, but I just got too much man tit to be able to really see a pump. There's just not really, just too much fat. It doesn't really show. Oh. So much of a difference when I haven't just done 6 to 8 sets of overhead press. This is the first time I've ever tried raises without doing a bunch of overhead press first. Now I understand why I've always felt so weak doing them. Now I don't feel so bad. Okay. Now I don't feel so bad. I feel twice as strong raising without doing. Okay. Which, just confirms my theory. Overhead press taxes the delts, or the side delts, a lot. At least they do with me. With however I overhead press, my side delts get taxed. Whew. All right, we're gonna keep with the theme. Light rest. We'll probably do 3 sets. The fuck? Oh, okay. That's weird. Oh. Fuck that, 2 more. It's only 2, it's 2:45. We need 2 more for 4 sets. That's a good feeder work. Feeder shoulder day. Whoo! 4 sets. So we got 2 more. 2 more, baby. Hell yeah. Now we're gonna start cranking. Now that we're working out everything twice a week. Escalation, baby. Escalation. Woo! We just gotta get through this grunt phase. We're transitioning back into deep fasting, deep keto. Woo! Things about to get crazy. We just been working everything once a week. For the most part, except for a little bit of chest and shoulders and tricep crossover. Whew. Shit's about to get bonkers. I may need to take a week deload in the middle of this if my nervous system gets fried, but whereas I just do like body weight, you know, something like that, but whew. Oh, fuck. And this last one, we're just gonna focus on sides. We're just gonna do full side lateral. Whew. And I mean, the mechanical drop set is basically, you know, I activate my front delts. That was a little front delt work. Using my traps. I just felt it. Dumbass. I just blew my traps up yesterday. I need to be focusing on my sides. Okay. Alright. No, you know what? I didn't like that set. That was a janky set. We're not ending on that. One more. One more. Unacceptable. Nope. 2 more. That's called the janky penalty. Oh. Whew. Side delt. No trap. Side delt. Side delt. Side delt. Side delt. No shrugging. Lift your shoulders. Shrugging. Because normally I'd cheat like another 4 or 5 reps. But not today. We just do partials. Proper partials. No shrugging. Side down. No shrugging. Okay. Whew. course, that's the one I feel the most of my side out. Who would have thunk? Because normally I could care less if my traps take over. But in this instance, I do care. So you see that? W. We call it the stupid tax punishment. In reality, it's reward. You see? We're just putting on like 2 more grams onto our shoulder in this workout by doing these 2 more sets. See? Alright, we're buying 2 more grams of muscle right here. Whew. Yeah. We're paying with our sweat. We pay with our sweat for grams of muscle. Every gram of muscle has a price of a certain amount of sweat. And that exchange rate is constantly evolving and changing, just like the world markets. Sweat is a currency, baby. Woo! I just came up with that shit. That's sexy. Sweat is a currency. And you use it to buy grams of muscle. Ooh! 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 I like that. That's some fucking meathead philosophy shit right there. Let's fucking go. Sweat is a currency. And you're buying, well, it's not just muscle. What would be the, we gotta fill that in. Let's do a set and then we'll think about it. But sweat is a currency, baby. I like that. Sweat equity. Sweat is a currency. Ooh, that's gonna be the title of this video. And everybody's like, what the hell? And a lot of people won't watch all the way through. They're never gonna understand what I mean by that. But you watching this, you know, sweat is a currency. And we buying grams of muscle, baby. We buying gains. We buying life. We buying years, baby. We trading sweat for years of quality life. There we go. Because there you can define that to every individual. There we go. Sweat is a currency, and we use it to buy quality of life. Or you just leave that shit in the bank, and then you die with fucking out using it. Ooh! 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 I like it. I like it. Oh, that's some fucking philosophy shit right there, boy. Ooh! Okay. Let's buy another gram of muscle. Oh, I like that. I like that. Sweat is a currency, baby. Ooh, look at this big ass bank. Ooh, ooh, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh. We got to spin that shit. Except it's like a reverse. The more you spin, the richer you get. Ooh. Hey, that got a ring to it. That's kind of like real life too, in a sense. Whew. At least the way it's set up now. The world just fucks you if you try and hold money. Yeah. Ooh, that just got me tingling everywhere. Woo, we gotta leave it for there. I'm gonna be cranked out for another 4 hours thinking. I get cranked and excited on shit like that. That's like an aha fucking, yeah, that's an aha moment. Organic, philosophical aha moment. Sweat is currency, and we buy quality of life. And the more you spend, the richer you get. Tell your homies. This is what we're gonna have for dinner. 3 pounds of chicken wings. And then I just was craving some veggies, so I got this. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with that yet, but I'll show y'all when I do. But I'm gonna get this marinating, and then I'm gonna do my cardio, and then I'm gonna cook it. So you have to forgive me, I don't have a tripod, so I'm gonna have to, this can be a little janky. So basically I'm going to put this in here, and then I'll show you what all I'm going to put in there. Alright, here we go. So we're going to add a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to, if you've never tried this, really good, pickle juice. If you've never used pickle juice as a marinade, I suggest trying it. It's absolutely delicious. Unless you hate pickles, obviously. Some soy sauce. Unfortunately, I don't have Worcestershire. I would use some Worcestershire, but there's none here. So, a little bit of hot sauce. Of course, hot wings gotta have hot sauce. And we'll make a sauce too to dip these in. But for right now, this is like a marinade. A little bit, some good old mustard. Salt. Pepper. And good old garlic powder, baby. One of my favorite seasonings of all time. Table blend. This is my favorite by far all-purpose seasoning. And that's that. Now I'm just going to mix all that up. Obviously I'm not going to do that holding the phone. And I'll show you when I'm cooking it. This is what it looks like mixed up. And I'll just mix this up a couple times in the next hour or so. Just to make, because the liquid's on the bottom and I'm not going to use a different container just to, so I'll just mix this up kind of like this and turn it a couple times and then let it sit for about an hour and then cook it. Alright, yo, what's up? Cardio done. That's 25 minutes, 5 miles. That's a good recumbent bike session. Now I'm ready to eat. Oh, forgot by the way, today before I went to sleep after push-ups, all I had was a 100-gram protein shake. I didn't eat any cottage cheese, so just had 100 grams of protein. Although now that I think about it, was that 100 grams for yesterday or today? I don't know. That's the confusing part about it. And spontaneously called in and overnights and everything gets mixed up. I don't know, but I don't think I'm ever going to be upset about having extra protein, so. But yeah, I'm actually happy. That felt good. I'm starting to really flip into keto, I can tell, because it's just like an IV of Monster, except without the jitters. That's how ketones are. It's unbelievable when you're doing cardio like that. When you're in keto, just flip into it in about a few minutes. That's the only way I know how to explain it. It's like having an IV of an energy drink, but without any of the jitters or anything. You just go and go and go and go. All right, so wire rack. I wouldn't use foil if I wasn't using wire. I hate cooking anything touching the foil. Cooking. I mean, number one thing in your brain with Alzheimer's is this. So micronized pieces of this. I mean, it's got to come off and into the food when you cook on it. So me personally, I avoid cooking. I'm gonna cook it at 425, but I'm gonna put it on 460 because this oven kind of cooks a little cold. But, yep, okay. All right, one final little stir. And now if you want these a little extra crispy, you would want to pat them dry first, but I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just, I'm hungry and I don't really care. Okay. All right, there we go. Then we'll put that in the oven. Now, real quick, I do not believe what the package says because it says for 4 ounces, it's 14 grams of fat. I do believe that. And 20 grams of protein. I do not believe that. That is not 240 grams of protein. I don't know what they're smoking, but there's no way that there's 20 grams of protein in each one of these wings. Judging by chicken breast, chicken thighs, steak, So So I don't know what it actually is, but this is not 240 grams of protein. I'm going to say it's at 150 at best. It's just not enough meat on these bones. They're counting something, cartilage or some shit. I don't know, but I think it's closer to an even 50-50 between fat and protein with wings. So I'm gonna count 12 grams per 4 ounces of protein for these, and then because I would much rather overshoot protein than undershoot it. So just let the oven heat up, and then we're gonna cook this, and then flip them every 15 minutes until they're nice and crispy. All right, let's. Touch the oven with my damn arm. Oh well. Anyways, all right. Now we make the sauce. The last of this squeeze bottle I had. Just add a little extra creaminess to the sauce. Some mild buffalo, which actually doesn't have that much fat. And on my card, it's actually a good sauce. I love Sweet Baby Ray's. So, put in some of that. No sugar added, sweet and spicy. I'm going to put a little bit of this. Don't want too much, but a little smoky barbecue flavor. There we go. Dash of soy sauce. Chipotle. Kahlua. This stuff is amazing. I love this stuff. And a little dash of mustard. And a little bit of salt, because when you're on keto, you need extra salt, so that's perfectly fine. And that's it. I'm not going to put any others. Oh, a little bit of black pepper. That's the only other spice I'm going to put in here. Some black pepper. There I am. I know this isn't ideal. I just had this laying around. But if I'm going to use mayonnaise from here on out, I'll make my own. I've got the steak blender, the jars, the eggs, avocado oil. So I just wasn't going to make some just for this. It's unfortunate keto, I don't need it that much. But anyway, so yeah, give it a taste. Needs a little more barbecue sauce. That's really good though. Perfect. There it is. Alright, now what are we going to do with this broccoli slaw? Alright, well, I forgot that I had this here. I made this a few days ago. It's like a light homemade ranch. So, yeah, we're just going to use that up. Eat it like a salad. In a big bowl, so you ain't got to worry about none of it spilling out. And see, in this whole package, 4 servings. So, 24 grams of carbs. Which, you know, whatever. Bam. Onion. Which, ironically, my whole life, I have always loved raw onion. I've eaten a shitload of that. And ironically, it's like a multivitamin. It's almost like the vegetable version of liver. Like everything almost is in onion. If you look it up, there's like a little bit of almost everything in onions. So it's cool. It's like literally like a multivitamin of the plant world. Just a little salt. Bam. Of course. Pepper. You know we like that spice. Get that blood flowing. Some chili flakes. If I had jalapenos, I'd put some jalapenos in here too, but I don't have any. Celery would be good in here too. Don't have any of that. Bell peppers would be good in that. Well, really anything. Cucumbers would be amazing. But anyways, we're just going to have this basic. And then when we're done with this, our wings will be basically done. Always as good as hitting the spot. Really hungry too. I haven't eaten since the push-ups, so I just had a protein. I love a big salad. When I make salads here, this whole bowl is full. I'll show y'all that one of these days, but I'm going to enjoy this and show y'all the wings when they're done. Ooh, these looking good. See how cooking on that higher heat? At first, give them a nice little crisp. Now we're going to turn them. Turn the heat down to 425. Finish them off. Why I had it at 460. I just checked and went to set it to 425, and it was already all the way at 415. So that's why I, at least anyway, cooking it hotter at first. God, these are going to be so good. Look how juicy they are. That's why I like doing that little quick marinade. I just love that more than a rub, but to each their own. Alright, back in the oven for another 15-20 minutes. Ooh, they're looking good. Getting there. Maybe another 10 minutes or so. Maybe another 20. I don't know. I'm not counting, I'm just measuring it, and I know what they look like when they're done. Oop. Oh yeah, they're pretty close. They might already be done, but I like to see a little coming away from the bone to count them as done. But yeah, I think another 10 minutes at most, and they're good. I don't want them to be dry. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is people just destroy chicken. Because of like 3 salmonella cases 20 years ago. They're all scared of. So it's dry as hell. I haven't met a single person that cooks chicken properly. The key to chicken is you want to cook it till it's almost done. And then you let it sit and it finishes cooking on its own out of the oven. As I've shown on my channel multiple times with the thighs, where you just get juice running down your face. I'll do that. That'll be one of the things we cook again for too long. And that, my friends, are some beautifully cooked, juicy wings. And that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Just a tiny bit of tearing from the bone. Perfect. Now, mix the sauce. Oh, hint, I put this in the oven for like 20 seconds to heat it up because it was cold from sitting. And there we go. Not cold anymore, so it's not going to cool our chicken down. We don't want to eat cold wings, right? That is perfect. Because they're done enough where they're super juicy, but they're not overdone where they're going to be dry. That is exactly what you want. You don't want them, I don't want them falling apart unless I'm cooking them on like 200 degrees or something. All right. And again, I'm counting this as 150 grams of protein, not 250 or 220 like they say. Man. And by the way, the sauce, that's why you make it ahead of time. It's much better. It sits in all those flavors. They need some time to marinate and mix. So you don't want to make the sauce and then eat it right away. You want to make it and let it sit for at least an hour. Because it just keeps getting better. It's better, much better now than when I first made it. That's amazing. Okay, just mix them up, toss them. just like that. Homemade, 3 pounds of homemade amazing chicken wings for, what was it, like $5, I think. Alright, here we go. Our homemade chicken wings for $4.50 for 3 pounds. How much would that cost if you door dashed it? I don't know. That's why I don't door dash. I cook so I can have 3 pounds of hot wings. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, these are perfect. See, they should be a little. Look at that. Look, perfect. Juicy. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Are you kidding me? That is so good. This is why I love high protein keto. Diet food. Name one other diet on planet Earth where wings are diet food. Wings and bacon. Diet food. If that's not alchemy, I don't know what is. I forgot to mention total cooking time on all this was about 45, 50 minutes. I cooked it about 25 minutes on the first side, flipped it, and I cooked it 20. And then the third time I only cooked it for about 5 minutes. And the wings aren't good enough if you ain't got sauce on you. Woo! Face is looking slimmer. Yeah, we're definitely kicking into keto. I can feel it. If you're watching this, when's the last time you ate 3 pounds of chicken wings and didn't feel guilty about it? Or like a whole package of bacon. I don't think I've. If you're new, you haven't seen me on do that one yet. That's one of my favorite meals. A whole package of bacon cooked extra crispy. Like 12 eggs. Bacon's a lot leaner than people think when you cook it extra crispy and pat it dry. I'll do that. I'll show that at some point during this challenge. Because you actually cook a lot more fat off than the package would say. And it's easy to measure because you just weigh it and then the difference at the end, that's the extra fat you cooked off. I can get bacon under 80-20 hamburger. So, W keto, W bacon, W hot wings, W YouTube fam. Y'all are fucking amazing. Yeah, I had to do a vertical video just because there's certain things I can't have on here that are in the background, so vertical it is. Oh yeah, eat some of that knuckle collagen. I always eat the knuckle on wings. I like that collagen. So I don't know, I'm sure a lot of people have clicked off by now. Because that slurping eating sound is very intense. It's a select, I think, audience that enjoys it. But if that's something y'all like, you want to just see me eat, let me know in the comments, and well, I'll know by the analytics how many people watch all the way till the end. I mean, it's something I'll you do like an ASMR and chill video, or like a weekly review ASMR video. But I haven't had wings in a while. Oh, because I just wait until I catch them on sale like this. Like 3 pounds of wings for $4.50. I mean, bro, I just have, and that's what I do. It's basically steak and meat and eggs until something like this. I just see it by myself, and ooh, I'm gonna change it up. I want some wings. Oh, I got a bag of shrimp. I'm gonna make some. Stay tuned. There's gonna be some kind of shrimp dinner coming up. I got some walleye. Maybe we'll do that. We'll either do like a surf and turf or a surf and flop. Some shrimp and walleye action. Just have like 2 pounds of shrimp and like a pound of walleye. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. So, for today, which it's right at 2 in the morning for me. So later today, because this will be before I go to sleep. Actually, you know what? You'll just have to tune in. But it's Tuesday, so I'm gonna figure out something fun to do. It's gonna be something. I will say it's gonna be something relaxed a little bit. Some relaxed kind of cardiovascular thing because I am a little fried, and then we got back tomorrow, another back and leg day. And then we got another shoulder, tricep day, and then we got our 2 full rest days. But I think I'm gonna skip the hip this week, just because I'm getting everything going, and I think that's a good idea. I could tell today's push-ups and chest day was I was definitely a little fried. So could have actually eaten a surplus, which is something I believe you have a rest day, you should eat in a surplus. Give your body a little extra juice to repair. And by surplus, I mean like maybe 3,100 calories. Because the last couple days I've eaten fairly leaner, like 2,500 calories. So give my body a little extra juice while I take it easy. Plus, I'm gonna do some cardio. Yeah, feeling really good. And that wasn't on full sigh. That's a satisfied sigh. I'm not even close to being full yet. And see, trying to fast when you're eating carbs, like people that do normal intermittent fasting, I give them praise because I can't do that. I get strung out. I get hungry like crazy. But when you're doing it fasting with keto, that's when the magic happens. It's so easy to go 12, 16, 20 hours without eating once you get used to it. There's only like 1 or 2 moments in that whole time where you get a little hungry and you just push through it, and boom, or you just have some salt water or drink a little pickle juice or something like that, and boop, goes right away. And man, when you eat, it is so good. It's like when I'm having cottage cheese and onions and jalapenos and that chunk of cheese. That may seem crazy to some people. That shit tasted almost as good as a pizza just because I was so damn hungry. But alright. I don't want this to get too long. So if you like this and you want to see more of this, let me know in the comment. I mean, obviously every video I'm not going to do this, but if there's enough people that actually enjoy this, I don't care if I get a little less views when I do it because people click off. because I don't really like the ASMR thing, but there's a lot of people that do. So, if this is something you want to see, I'll make a video like this every once in a while, or I'll just make a full dedicated video one of these times. And yeah, if there's enough people that like it, all right, that's all for today. There's total macros. See y'all tomorrow. One of the best sauces I've made. That's another cool thing. Every time I make something like this, it's always a little different. I don't use recipes. I just make shit. So the sauce is always going to taste a little different. So you should follow along and actually make that. You can substitute a few things if you don't have everything. It doesn't really matter probably what hot sauce you use or what buffalo sauce you use, barbecue, whatever. This is amazing. It's like I don't know, smoky buffalo wing sauce. That's so good. And I'm still hungry. Which confirms that there's no way that's 220 grams of protein. If I eat 220 grams of protein from steak, I am full. So I'm going to have a protein shake here in a little bit. And that'll be that. Alright, if you're watching this, you are actually really, really into the channel and the whole journey. It's just how psychology works. I gave 2 moments to click off that I was done. So thank you. I appreciate you. You're the deepest of the deep of the Crush Bros. You're the heart of all this. So thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. And now I am really serious. I'm out.